Hey, welcome to HoopSpeak Live. I'm Beckley Mason with Zach Fingers Harper and Ethan Sherwood Strauss. How are we doing today, boys?
You see that ad libbing that I did? You threw out fingers. I had no idea you were going to say fingers, and boom, right there.
No, you are an
Impressive.
improv wonder.
That's how he's doing.
He's number one. All right. Well, our guests today are Ben Golliver from Blazers Edge and CBS Sports. We're going to talk about Portland, kind of one of the enigmatic teams in the West right now. And our second guest, if we can get everything according to plan here, is Roland Lazenby, who has written a ton of very big books about the Lakers and about Laker giants such as Kobe Bryant and Jerry West. So hopefully we'll have a chance to talk to both of those guys. But first off, we got some debating to do. It's All-Star season, and that means we got to select which players are the best at their position in each conference. And the best position I would say the best position in any conference is the power forward position in the West. It's stacked. You got guys like Kevin Love, Aldridge, Hakeem Warwick. I'm just kidding. But even Zach Randolph isn't there. Duncan, Dirk. Who am I? Oh, Blake Griffin. I mean, it's just stacked. So who should be
David
Lee.
take the bacon?
David Lee.
David Lee. Gasol. Yeah, no, there are many good power forwards. And so now we're going to go take the bacon on who should be the starting power forward in the Western Conference All-Star Game. Here we go.
Okay, I'll right here. I think that it's a very interesting situation because while we have an incredible class of power forwards, we don't necessarily have somebody who is transcendent above them. So I'm going with somebody who, while he is not an all-timer and he has never made an all-star team prior to hopefully now, I'm going with LMA, LaMarcus Aldridge. I think that he plays within the offense just beautifully. He also is large enough to challenge shots. He can switch between center and power forward, which is a bonus. I think that Kevin Love, despite his great productivity, he's just too little to necessarily be the best power forward in the game. I think that Blake Griffin is also too little and also might not have the statistical resume. So I'm going with LMA there. I think he's the best power forward in the game who will tragically possibly miss an all-star team.
I just love that your hatred for anybody with even just an inch short of arms that you would like them to have is just very impressive. I love that you keep that up. I don't think it should be Love. I don't think it should be Aldrich. I don't think it should be Blake. I still don't know if the All-Star Game is supposed to be for the fans or if it's supposed to be just pure accomplishments on the court. Is it a lifetime achievement award like we saw last year with Duncan making it? Is it just who's been the best in the first 4 weeks of the season when they accumulate all the votes for All-Stars? So I'm going to go with Dirk. I know he's having a terrible season. I still think he's the best power forward in the league, regardless of what stats might tell you right now. He's just too good. No one affects the game like he does at the power forward position. So I'll go with him.
Okay, well, that's an interesting question because it's at what point is Dirk no longer Dirk? At what point do we say that he's not the best power forward? Because right now he has just slightly above average offensive productivity. I think he's shooting 43%. This is not a Dirky year, and I believe that the All-Star Game should be not a Lifetime Achievement Award, but instead, what have you done for me lately? And while I do have that fear that Dirk is going to rise from the dead and that Dirk is dormant currently, um, there's a dormant Dirk waiting to explode. We haven't seen it yet, and so how can we? If we go by the mentality of just rewarding people based on what we think they're capable of or what they've done in the past, then we would have a lot of bad all stars grandfathered in, pardon the pun, over the years.
You mean like when we have Tracy McGrady starting the All-Star Game, or we have Allen Iverson starting the All-Star Game, or when we have Yao
Well, that's
Ming
China's fault.
starting the All-Star Game? Okay, I will blame China for the Yao Ming one. I just don't. That's the problem. We don't know. It's like the MVP award. We don't really know what the criteria is supposed to be. They just say All-Star. Well, this guy's a star. He's all important to his team.
You know what they're trying to do, Zach? They're trying to they're trying to divide us. They're trying to pit us against each
That's
other
the thing.
with these
They're
types
trying to
of
divide us.
vagaries for the people,
I don't
for
wanna-
their amusement.
I don't want to derail the show because you know how I hate to do that. I think if Dirk ate more of these fruit snacks that have 2 apples in every bar, I'm in love with these. Got them from my chiropractor. If he ate more of these, he would be having an MVP type season right now. So it's still Dirk. I'm still going with Dirk because I think he'll find these.
I think you just
That's
won
a,
me the debate.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point. So your chiropractor is giving
Yeah.
you fruit bars.
Well, he didn't force them on. They're just
interesting.
available. So I bought them.
Along with a nice array of pills that you apparently have taken before the show. If you think that Dirk Nowitzki should be starting in the All-Star game, not only has he missed
What's the criteria?
He hasn't been very
Tell
good.
me the criteria for what the All-Star, like who is an All-Star? What does it mean to be an All-Star?
That's not the question. The question isn't what is the criteria. It's who should be. So you form your own criteria. So is your criteria
So
that you're saying is who played best last year?
No,
Or
my
whose name
criteria
you
is
like
he's
to
the
say
best.
most?
He's the best power forward in the league. Like, would you say he is not the best power forward in the league?
This year I wouldn't. No.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that. I'm just period. Like, you know
And
what
I'd
he's
like to
capable of.
interject. I'd like
It's the
to interject too.
2012 All-Star game.
Then why did
also
Tim Duncan
doesn't
make it
eat
in
fruit
2011?
snacks. He doesn't eat fruit snacks
Doesn't mean he
because the Dallas
deserved it.
Mavericks drink coconut water. Just had to get
That's
that
the
one in
problem. Coconut water is ruining Dirk's career. Coconut water's terrible.
All right, well, this has been a good plug for fruit snacks. Again, HoopSpeak Live, looking for a sponsor. Today's sponsor is fruit snacks. And
water.
I'm going to have to go with Ethan here because he actually made
that's
a
crap.
cogent argument. And
that's crap.
that's
I challenge the
apparently all
system.
it takes to win these days on Take the Bacon. Yeah, it's rigged.